Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And today I want to talk about, do guys come back to you after they dump you? Again, this is a question that I get quite frequently. And it really kind of just depends on your situation and your circumstance. And it also depends on the guy. But if we are talking in regards to generality and what I see often happens, most of the time, yeah, guys do come back after they dump you. And the reason being is because of ego. There's something that they just can't let go of. And they want to figure things out and they want to see, what you're up to and have you changed and what your life is like. And there's multiple different things that contributed to it. Most of the times what I have found is it's very ego driven. So the question then becomes, if your ex does come back to you, what do you do? How do you manage that? How do you navigate that? And the primary thing, which is what I talk about all the time, is investing in yourself. After the breakup and after you've been dumped, a lot of the times there's going to actually 99% of the time, there's going to be a grieving process, right? So you're going to mourn that relationship and you're going to need to invest time to be able to feel those feels. Allow yourself to purge of that pain and that frustration and that anger and that resentment. And once that happens, then you can really start the process of reinvesting in yourself and working on yourself and becoming the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. Because when you do this, and when you start, posting on social media of all the achievements that you're doing, your physique milestones, let's say, for example, you decide that you really want to work on your physique and you want to look the best that you've ever looked in your entire life. If you document that on your social media, if you document your physique journey, he's going to be paying attention. I guarantee you that. And by doing that, by investing in yourself, by putting the right energy out there and showing that individual that you're fine. You don't need them in your life. You're back on the pedestal. You have the power again. You're doing what you have to do with your life. That is when they come around because their ego cannot handle that. As I don't always like to make it seem like, guys just are driven by ego, but a lot of the times there is a lot of ego that's involved, right? And they may feel like they made the wrong decision and they want to rectify that decision and they want to feel good within themselves. So they'll end up coming back. Now, keep in mind also, ladies, men are creatures of habit. So they are also used to, in a sense, being in a relationship with you. If they got into a relationship with you and they invested the time, right? So they invested the energy in building trust and building loyalty, in communicating, in developing a deeper connection for intimacy and all of those things. That isn't something that just disappears. It's not something that just goes away, right? And oftentimes some people think, well, they broke up with me, they're going to forget me, they moved on, like they don't care about me anymore. But the reality is that they can't just forget about the relationship. They've invested a lot of themselves into it. Now, for whatever reason, they decided to break up with you, whether it was because they were overly stressed about the external stimulation in their life. They're having issues with work. They're having familial issues. They're having issues with friends, and they just didn't know how to balance things. Or maybe they just did not feel fulfilled in the relationship. There were certain needs that were not being met. Maybe they're not satisfied with themselves. They don't feel like they have reached where they wanted to be at their age, or they set goals for themselves that they haven't attained. Whatever the case may be, when they leave and they make that decision to leave you, that does not mean that they forget you. That doesn't mean that they forget the time that they invested into the relationship. So utilizing your time well and investing in yourself and making yourself the best version that you possibly can be is going to catch their attention, and it's going to catch the attention of their ego. Because like I said, if they feel like they made a mistake, they're going to want to rectify that mistake. And if you're working on yourself and you're the best person that you can be and you're the best version of yourself that they can be, they are 100% going to be like, oh crap, I really messed up. And I need to try to fix that. So, just the generalized question of, do men come back after they dump you? Quite often, yes, they do. And also keep in mind, the timing is different. So I also get this question a lot, well, how long before they come back? It varies. It depends. It can be a couple of weeks. It can be a couple of months. It could be a couple of years. But again, that's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on the things that we can control, that you can control. And what you can control is your schedule, your self-investment, your journey with self-awareness and self-development, and your mindset, the way that you perceive the world, the way that you perceive things. Those are all things that you can control. If you are trying to control them and you are trying to control their emotions and you're trying to get them to come back, it's not going to work. The only way that you're going to be able to get them to come back is if you focus on you, if you control your life and the things that you are able to manage and control, right? So just keep that in mind. So again, just to generally answer the question, do men come back after they dump you? Quite frequently, quite often, yes. And this is something that I see and that I find all the time in working with clients. If you guys like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love having open dialogue with people. So if this is something that you related to, if this is something that you feel like you got a lot out of, just leave your comments down below. I love to read them. Maybe you just want to dive in a little bit deeper. You want some more information, some details. You can visit us at happilycommitted.com, where we have a multitude of different articles, blogs, and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching session with myself or one of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team, you can also do that directly through the website. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy. I'll see you guys soon.